Today we will talk about the subject English.
Literature gives us that perspective. It makes you understand what you already appreciate.
We have gone up to our batch mentors with problems beyond academics.
Some of our students are working with us on projects of book compiling and proofreading, content building, and some of our students are working beyond the institution SNU, and they are also working on HR. They are working on public relations. They are working on content creation.
That literature is not a very linear subject. It is, I believe, a conglomeration of sociology, of political sciences, of very different perspectives in life.
Welcome to another new episode of Unscripted. We are in the 7th season of Unscripted, and in this episode also we have come back with a subject which I suppose very interesting for many students, and many students want to pursue their career with this subject. Yes, today we will talk about the subject English. And I know that many students who are in the school level or who are doing their plus 2 level or who are doing their graduation, in fact, they all are interested about the subject English. So we will talk about the subject English, how SNU is conducting courses in English and what are the prospects. All these we will be discussing in the next few minutes. And to discuss this, we have two very distinguished guests with us, very own persons, but our guests in this episode. Let me introduce them first. To my right, Dr. Monikinkini Basu, Associate Professor, Department of English. Madam, welcome to our program. And on my left, our student Zeba Zardash. Zeba, welcome to our program. So, Dr. Basu will focus on the different perspectives of the subject, what are the courses, what are the career prospects, and Zeba will share her experience as a student of SNU. So, let me start with Dr. Basu. Ma'am, first, I suppose English is one subject. Everybody goes through the English stories, poetries, dramas in their school level, and many students are interested to pursue their career also. So, in today's perspective, how important is English as a choice of higher education?
I think you have brought up a very interesting perspective, so to say, because English literature as a subject is something that makes us an informed reader or an informed audience. Let me tell you how. Let's say you're going for a film. You want to watch a film. Now what happens is that we can watch a film like a layman. We can just enjoy the proceedings of the film.
Right.
Also, we can have an appreciation for the filmmaking process. We can have an appreciation for how the film is made, what is the adaptation policy, how a particular story has been transformed into a cinematography. These are things that an informed reader or an informed audience is supposed to know. Now, I think literature gives us that perspective. It makes you understand what you already appreciate.
Yes.
To love a text, to love reading, to love watching a play or a film is something, but when you are critically appreciating something, then you are much more in command of the situation. So I think that perspective is developed when you are studying English literature, and it adheres to a certain kind of appreciation. In the age of AI, I think humanities is that particular thought process that cannot really be replaced by commands and prompts. So that is something, that appreciation comes from within, and that makes you a better person, an informed person.
Right. And so now coming to the basic questions. The courses which we offer in SNU, I suppose most of the students are interested to know about these basics. So if you can elaborate on the courses we offer in SNU and what are the eligibility to get into that?
We offer English literature at three levels rather. First is BA. BA can be subcategorized. I'm going into that. Then there is MA, and then there is PhD. Now, to categorize BA under NEP, there are certain levels. let's say you want to do a course for 1 year. It's a certificate course. For 2 years, it's a diploma course. For 3 years, it's a degree course. And for 4 years, it's an honors course. So now that you're on the 4th year, you get either into honors with research or you get into honors without research. So all of this are offered by SNU. And when you are going into honors with research, you can directly go into PhD after your BA honors with research. And if you are going into without research honors, you need to take an MA for 1 year and then go into PhD if you want to go. And if you are not going into the 4th year of honors, then you are free to take up degree, BA, and then go into MA for 2 years. So there are multiple exit policies.
Yes, and there are multiple choices for you.
Yes.
As ma'am has briefed, that you have multiple choices according to your own will, and according to your choice, you can choose the course. Now, coming to Zeba. As a student, Zeba, firstly, what made you think that you can proceed with English as a subject, firstly? And second, how is your experience in SNU, if you can share with your juniors?
Thank you for that question, sir. So just like ma'am framed it very well, it has become very easy to understand from her perspective that literature is not a very linear subject. It is, I believe, a conglomeration of sociology, of political sciences, of very different perspectives in life. So when we study a text, we do not just study the text, we study the historical background which comes with it, we study the political background which comes with it, and we study the social background which comes with it. So that is something which appealed to me and perhaps made me choose English as a course. And speaking about my journey so far in SNU, sir, I would like to say that it has definitely been enriching and fulfilling so far, with the diverse methods which our teachers take to teach us in class and the different subject combinations with SNU offers for our non-majors along with our majors. It has definitely been very, very fulfilling and very enriching so far.
Yes, Zeba has talked about a very important topic, that is the non-major subject. So, in SNU, we are offering a multiple subjects as non-major. If you can, ma'am, elaborate on that, because if a student takes admission, say for instance, in graduation level in English, what are the subjects he or she will get?
Actually, what are the subjects that they are not going to get? Because SNU
Yes.
offers us with anything from the range of physics to media to fine arts, design, and what not. I mean, it's like a basket. It is
Absolutely
called the
basket.
non-major basket, and people get to choose. But there is another aspect to it. Like some students may feel at times that if they are too spoilt for choice, what mentors do in our department is that batch mentors give them an idea as to what is the most suitable, relevant aspect or subject that they could take with a particular subject combination. Now, this is more like a guidance. You may choose not to follow what your mentor is
Right.
telling you, but that actually adds value to the course, I think. So there is a guided multidisciplinary course. There was which was previously known as generic elective, and to non-NEP batches also it is known as generic elective, but now we have that as a minor paper.
minor
Yes, so
papers.
that is a wide avenue of papers, and I think it includes quite a number of, I think even these students did their digital designing course under the mass media department. They have done their legal rights and intellectual creations course, and that has actually helped them. They have actually designed projects. They have designed book covers using the digital designing course. So hands-on training is something that they get here.
Yes, and another very important point, ma'am, you have mentioned, that is a mentor-mentee system here. And in SNU, I suppose this thing is very important, that all the students who are coming here, every batch, they have their mentors, and the mentors guide them to the courses as ma'am has mentioned. I suppose, Zeba, I will ask you regarding this mentor-mentee system, I suppose it has helped you a lot, I suppose.
It has helped beyond academics, sir. I can definitely say this with a lot of confidence that I have personally, and most of my classmates in SNU will agree with this, that we have gone up to our batch mentors with problems beyond academics. They are forever helpful, always so approachable and so guiding in every aspect, which is not just with our studies but also in different choices which go even beyond academics and classrooms. So of course they were strict at times when required, but then they are forever so amicable and so parental when required, that we have absolutely no hesitation in going up to them with problems which might occur to us as silly, but we have definitely come back with very guided solutions to all our problems.
Yes, and as far as I know that as you have already have some experience with ma'am guiding you regarding the subjects, that the department is a perfect blend of experience and young talents, ma'am. I suppose that the faculty members are very guiding, as Zeba has mentioned, they are guiding the students always, and they are helping them as required. And then coming to another very important aspect, I suppose one of the most important aspects, that is the choice of careers. At a point of time that once upon a time the English students means they will go for higher academics or maybe for journalism, and but as you have already mentioned about AI, in the age of AI and digital platform, I suppose a student, after completing his or her course in English, with English, they have a wide range of avenues.
It's very interesting to note that ours is perhaps one of the first institutions in Bengal to start with the NEP system, and we have taken placement and training very, very seriously. Now, for example, right now some of our students are working with us on projects of book compiling and proofreading, content building, and some of our students are working beyond the institution SNU, and they are also working on HR. They are working on public relations, they are working on content creation, and these are the avenues that even the last batch that was placed, they have got around 67% placement. So that was in 2025, and 26 we are still in process of placement and internships. Now this is very interesting. Literature does not necessarily limit itself to research. It does not really mean only academics, but of course academics is first priority, let's say, for many of us. But if you are looking for a job, like NEP, true to its nature, it can give you a exit policy. Why? Because you are pursuing your career and you can come back to it. Just like that, literature is also developing itself. So now it is not really only based in academics, but it has gone truly beyond academics and entered into avenues of public service. And I think that is where beyond and exuberantly non-professional courses are now being taken up by literature students. So
exactly, and this so-called, I suppose, quote-unquote professional courses, I suppose English is one subject we can easily call it as a professional course.
it is actually, if you look at English, it is multidimensional because it is teaching you a language which is for international communication,
Right.
and it is also teaching you the literature to appreciate the language. Now, also, something I must mention here, SNU gives us the option of using another foreign language as one of the component subjects. So that is a kind of added aid to the students. Therefore, placements are not limited to India alone. You may be aware, you are already aware, I'm sure, our prospective students might not be aware. Some of the departments are actually into MOUs and they are actually going outside of India, wherein they are going for this because they are exposed to international language. Now, this is where I think language plays a very important part. And if you are proficient in English,
Yes.
you are open to multiple avenues, I think. And that is one thing that English department and SNU is focusing on right now.
Exactly. So thank you, ma'am, for your suggestions and your guidance to the prospective students. And thank you, Zeva, for sharing your experience. So with that, we are coming to the end of this episode. Dr. Monikinkini Basu, the Associate Professor from the Department of English, was with us. Once again, thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you, Zeba. And I suppose the students who are interested to pursue their career with English, I suppose they have got a lot of guidance from this episode. We will continue with Unscripted in another episode or more episodes with different subjects, different perspectives. Keep watching Unscripted.